In today's video, we're going to be going over the entire AI model business ecosystem, all the way from start to finish. We're going to be going over everything. And most importantly, I'm going to make sure that this is an efficient video. It's not going to be dragged on. I'm not going to sit here and actually make a model from scratch and post her online and show you how I make the Instagram profile and do all this stuff. We don't need to do that. That's too nitty gritty. That's not actually productive. And it's going to have you sit here and watch slop for longer periods of time than you actually need to. The information that I will convey here is all you need to remember, and all you really need to do is take action after this video and you will see results. Now, the reason I'm even making this video in the first place, because I've made similar videos to this in the past, and if you go watch those, I'm pretty sure you'll still be set. But things advance, strategies change, and technology advances as well. Things will always be improving and there will always be ever-changing strategies. So the best way to keep up to date and to keep yourself fully optimized, to give yourself that head start and at least the highest chances of success, is to stay up to date with these changes. Now we have new tools, better, newer, more realistic methods to generate your AI models. Now, do you need these things? No, you don't. Is it better for you to use these things when starting? Yes, because you want every possible advantage you can possibly get. That's just the truth. Let's set everything out on the table straight, the way things actually are in real life. This is a highly competitive field because it's very low barrier to entry. It's super simple to start, it's very easy to understand, and a lot of people want to try their luck at this. Now, what does that entail and what does that mean for you? Very simple. It means that everybody's going to be going about doing it probably the same way. They're going to think of an attractive girl in their mind, a generic, super attractive girl, whether it be Latina, black hair, blue eyes, or just the typical blonde, blue-eyed bimbo with big tits. If that is the case, which is mostly the case all of the time, they will make a girl that looks like that, not niche down, not anything, usually somewhere mid-tier or trash. That's usually what the AI model is going to look like. They're going to be spamming posts. They're going to post their link in bio literally on the first day they create the account, and your operation is just going to go downhill and sink before it even starts because they didn't warm up your account properly. There are going to be multiple errors in their operations. Now, how do you mitigate this and how do you not fall into the same trap? This is a step-by-step guide on how to do so. Step one, when you're making your model, two things are very important. You need to niche down. You need to actually pick a sub-niche of a chick and go for that specific niche, because the more your girl stands out, the more likely she is to stand out on the algorithm, and you're gonna do better when you're actually posting your reels. That's just the end case of it. Now, generally, if you make a generic blonde bimbo, you could still do well, but it's just less likely. So if you niche down, you're gonna help prop up your chances, and that's all you want. You want to be able to prop up your chances so you sit less and you actually have to waste less time trying to get on the algorithm. You just want to get on the algorithm, get your views as fast as possible, and move up from there. So you niche your model. Example, I like this one because it's really good. Gamer girl, goth girl, really good example for that. You can niche, you can get yourself a goth model, you can get yourself a goth/gamer model or cosplaying model. They're all three of the same similar niche. You can just push that all into one, make that your girl, and then boom, niche down girl, somewhat specific, already niched. She has an audience, and now we can continue. Now you have the idea in mind, everything's ready. How do you go about actually putting this into action and making your model? Now, before we go into detail and I show you the softwares on how to do this, blah, 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 you need to understand one very important thing before you even make this damn model. You cannot be stuck on trying to make her look as realistic as possible. I don't care if she looks mid. I don't care if you can tell that she's somewhat AI. Just pump her ass out and start working. And then as time goes on, you can improve, but you cannot sit there and try and make your AI model look the absolute best you possibly can for 3-4 weeks without even starting. No, that's not how it works. You can sit on your AI model for a day, 2 days max, done. And even a day is pushing it. It's not that fucking hard. So make sure you don't overstress how realistic your model looks. She just needs to look real enough to pass off for most people, and that's it. Now, as far as model creation goes, when we're actually making the model, I usually preach using two softwares. We use Sugar Labs AI for safe for work and not safe for work content. As far as not safe for work content, it's the best. And for safe for work content, it's just easier because you can do both on the platform. So why not? You can do that. And then Picasso, obviously not the best quality of model, but it has very good upscaling features, and the face swapping isn't really bad. So you can use the face swapping and upscaling on there, and it's really good. Now, those are the tools that I initially used, and I still use them to this day because, you know, it still works. So there's no reason to change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we also have updated methods. We have new things that are really good. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk about comfy UI workflows because we know those are good. We know that's efficient. But at the same time, if you have money, if you have the ability to scale, there's no point in even learning comfy UI workflows. Just go pay a developer. He'll give you a LoRa, pay like what, $900 for a good LoRa with a good workflow, with good everything. He's just gonna give it to you. He's gonna show you how to use it. Boom, you're done. Easy, right? But that's not your situation. Most likely you wanna do it by yourself. You wanna start by yourself. You don't have money, you don't have capital. And that's the whole reason you're getting into this in the first place. So you need to do it by yourself. And that is not the efficient way to do it. We have two methods, Nano Banana and Sea Dream. Those are the two variants that we're gonna be using. Let's hop on the PC and let me show you exactly how all four look like. All right, so now we're on the computer. We have all the four different options open. I'm gonna walk you through all of them. I'm gonna show you all of them. And you guys just decide for yourselves. Every single method is valid. Doesn't matter how you wanna make your model, either or. Every single one's valid. You can definitely use them, make a decent enough model. And it's just based on preference. I'm gonna show you everything and you guys can decide for yourself. Now, are some better than others? Yes, they all have their differences, they all have their pros and cons. But generally speaking, especially for a beginner, you're good on all four, okay? Just wanna clear that out. Now, we're gonna start with Picasso, the one that's been most talked about on the channel. You have the ability to AI image edit, so you can put this in here. And this one actually has the Nano Banana model, so you can edit your images very efficiently, very good with this model. That's just a little something you can throw in there. And as for the AI image generator, okay, this is what you have. Now you can see from the quality here that obviously it's not the best, but it's not the worst. This is a good enough picture that you can take and upscale. And if you upscale it good enough, especially with the Picasso upscaling, you can get a very, very reliable result and you can post it and it'll work out very well for you. So this is just the quality of image that you will get here. This is the quality of model you will get here. And obviously it's not bad, it's pretty good. It's just there are better options, but at the same time, you could definitely still get away with this. Just make sure you upscale it. Technically speaking, this might be a stretch, but if you post it like this, you can still get away with it. It's not gonna be the best quality model, obviously, but if you niche down, you pick some, let's say goth niche or whatever, you make a goth girl just like this, you could still somewhat get away with it, but most likely I'd advise that you upscale this so it at least looks a bit more realistic. So this is the quality of model that you get here. Now, specifically with this one, what you'd want to do most of the time is AI video generate. Okay, you're going to want to make videos with this because the video was good. And most of the time, upscale with it, right? So, oh shit, I can't show the upscaling screen. I use this to upscale NSFW, so I'm not going to be able to show what's on that. I'm going to have to cut that out and edit. But basically, face swapping, upscaling, and AI video generating. Now you can also make your model on here and everything would be fine. Now we have the Nano Banana. The Nano Banana, it's a pretty, I'd say that the Fal AI Nano Banana one is very good, and very realistic. And you can definitely make your model on here. So if you have like a base image that you want to base your model off of, let's say you generated your image on Picasso already or on Sugar Labs or wherever, and you made your model, you can definitely just add it on here and generate new images. As you can see, what I did is I just took a picture of a random card, picture of myself from Instagram, and I generated a pretty good image just to show you guys, for example. We're not going to sit here and generate a million images on each single one because then we're going to make the video too long, and that's not the purpose. So Fal AI, Nano Banana, very good. Now we have the exact same thing, but with Sea Dream, Fal AI, Sea Dream. This also very reliable, very good. As you can see, take a bunch of images. This is a random model from Google, a bunch of random pictures, and this is what you get. Super realistic results, very reliable for a model, especially if you already have some base image of your model, you can just use this for content creation. So if you have a decent model that you made on whatever platform, you went on Picasso, you made this one picture of this one model and you upscaled it perfect to the perfect resolution, and that's your base image that you want to base your entire LoRa off of. You take that, you put it up on here, and you can make more realistic images. That's perfect. Okay, that's how I use this right now because I already have my models created and I'm not going to be making new ones because at this point I'm just going to keep using what I have and I can use this to make better content, so why not? And last but not least, we have Sugar Labs. Now, this is what made me the majority of my money. I'm not going to lie, I've been using this one the most. And I don't face swap on this or do anything else but NSFW on this, but the quality is really good. NSFW tends to be most people's problem anyway. It's really hard to generate NSFW if you don't have a good comfy UI workflow and you didn't pay for a LoRa or a developer that was just going to do everything for you. So if you're trying to do it yourself and NSFW is your biggest problem a lot of the times, which it actually is, if you manage to do everything, you got your accounts ready, you're scaling properly, you're marketing properly, and you're just trying to get those content, trying to get those clients to view your content on your pay-per-view page, then the problem arises when you actually want to start making NSFW content and you can't really make it very good. Then a lot of people start scrambling, okay? And this solves that issue. So the NSFW on here, top tier, very good. And this is what I mainly use it for. And if I ever want to make safer work content, because I'm lazy for whatever reason, there's a million ways that I can use it. But sometimes if I have like a specific body type or a specific picture that was really good that I made on this one, I just download it from here, go over to Picasso, face swap it. And most of the time with the pictures on here, you don't even really need to upscale them. They're usually upscaled to perfection. But you upscale it if you need to, and then you have decent pay-per-view content for your fan view page. And this is what it is. Now, I can't really show you much of the interface on Sugar Labs because of the nature of it. It's just very NSFW centric, okay? So if I show anything, I'm most likely gonna get flagged for something. Some bullshit's gonna happen, so I can't do that. So if you guys want to see a full breakdown on how to properly use this website, then you're gonna have to click the link down below. There's obviously I have full tutorials on this in the community and how to do it properly, full efficiency, like full A to Z guide on how to use it. And most likely you're not gonna find any tutorials on this on YouTube just because of the nature of the channel, just because of the nature of the website. It's very NSFW centric. It's very NSFW heavy. So you're not going to be able to see videos on this without getting flagged or instantly removed. So yeah, that is what we got for NSFW. And I'm just gonna show you a quick little bonus. It's kind of the same thing, but you have Higgsfield AI, okay? Higgsfield AI is a very good image generator. Now, I personally haven't used this one to generate images for myself, for models, but I do have a few colleagues, a few friends that use this, and they generate very good results with it. So I just thought I'd put this in here, I'd show it for you, and yeah, you guys would be able to make very good results with this. And yeah, of course, they have all the other configurations that the other AI compilers have. They work with Nana Banana and all that stuff. But it's a pretty good compiler, and you guys could definitely look into this one. So these are all the tools that you need for model creation. Now, I don't need to go in depth into how to use every single one. The UI is very self-explanatory. Everything is built properly. Picasso, as you can see, you have image to image, you have AI image generator, image to video. Everything's just simply laid out for you. It's all there. Sugar Labs, for obvious reasons, I can't show even if I wanted to. Full tutorials on everything if that really matters to you and you can't somehow, read and learn how to do this yourself. Click the link down below. My methods are there. I already also make sure to go through everything with you on a video. You have modules for that, so you can see that. But generally, you don't need that. And File AI interface, very, very straightforward as well. It's a drag and drop thing. You see images, you put the images that you want, it compiles it together and creates your image for you. That's all it is. Now that we're done with the model creation, we have to go into the marketing aspect. So for marketing, there are two things that we're gonna have to focus on. We're gonna have to pick the social media accounts that we're gonna be running, which should be Instagram and Threads. Obviously, you can also use Reddit and Twitter, but in my opinion, Instagram, Threads, that's all you really need. Instagram is a must, Threads is a maybe, but Threads is really good as far as easy engagement. That's what you want to do. Engagement farm on there, everything's super simple. So you have these two accounts, and now you need to figure out how you're going to go about running them. So first of all, you have to warm them up. If you want to learn how to warm up the Instagram account, it's a bit long. Methods, made a video for it. So just scroll down, watch the video that I made on how to warm up your Instagram account. It's on the channel right here. Watch that. And then you have to go about the marketing strategy itself. How you're going to be posting the reels after your account is warmed up, and what kind of content you're gonna be posting. Now, as far as content generation, we got that nailed. You know where you're gonna be generating your reels from. The quick thing you could do is use the Higgsfield AI compiler that I put earlier in the video to make an AI body swapped video. So generally you could sit here, talk like I'm talking to the camera right now, and then just body swap it with an AI model. So you can get a good little picture of your AI model, body swap it, and then it just looks like your AI is talking. It's a really, really good method. I'm not gonna be able to fit this in this video. It's gonna take a lot of explaining. So I'm going to make a future video on this. So stay tuned for that. But there's a lot of content strategies. So you're gonna be able to do that. You're gonna be able to AI body swap. And also the easiest method possible for content creation nowadays is to take a viral reel from one of the OF girls. You know, these OF girls get crazy engagement on their reels. They have a million views, 2 million views on bullshit reels. So you can take that same reel that performed very well and basically just AI body swap your AI model into their reel and then just go post it with the same sound. If they even have hashtags, most of the time they don't, but if they do have hashtags, you can post the exact same thing, but basically just your AI model is the one doing the dancing. Now, this is really good content, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to do this, but I can't put this in this video. It's gonna make it way too long. So I'm definitely gonna make a video on this. I'm gonna make a few explanation videos and show it here on YouTube. And I'm also going to update the course and add that in there because it's kind of new-ish. So I need to put that in there. So for those of you interested that wanna learn how to do that, that is a cheat code of a content strategy right there. So just wanna put that one in. So once the accounts are properly warmed up, and I'm gonna put an extra tip in here, please do not put any link here. I don't care if it's a link, you don't put any link in bio before the first 30 days you've run your account. So you're gonna run your account, you're gonna warm it up properly within the first 7 days, within the first week. Now you're gonna be posting and you're gonna keep gaining traction if you post consistently, 3 reels a day, and you're gonna keep doing all this stuff. If you stay consistent on day 30, then you can insert that link tree. You can actually put a link tree with the fan view link and everything in the link tree, not the fan view link directly, but just please on your first week, or especially before you warmed up the account, do not put any link in bio because your shit will get nuked faster than I can fucking run. Now, as far as content generation goes, we've been over this. We know exactly how we're gonna be creating our content. So what you're gonna need to focus on is scheduling it, because you don't wanna sit there and actually just be making it and posting it every day continuously. So you're going to have to somehow do that at bulk, right? So the way I do it is I pick a day during the week, usually it's Thursday or Friday for me. I sit there and I generate content for the next full week. And sometimes if I have enough time and actually have enough energy to do it, then I schedule for the entire month even, okay? But generally I'd say realistically, you just wanna sit there and generate for the next complete week. Okay, so you generate a few images. Let's say you're scaling for 2 reels and 1 image per day. So you generate that for the next 7 days and you do that within an hour. The time frame that usually takes me, if it's for a week, 1 hour, I sit there, generate content, write down the prompts, make everything, and I have content for the next full week, and I don't really have to do anything, don't have to touch anything. Everything's just gonna be auto-posted, okay? That's how you're gonna be doing it, and you can schedule reels on Instagram, so it makes things very easy. Now, as far as my Instagram and content strategy and all that, I made a video for that as well. And if you want the advanced clips and the advanced tutorials, click the link down below. Everything's there in full detail. So as far as content goes, your content should be good, especially if you're using the compilers that we went over earlier. If you're using those AI generators, they should be fine. Now your AI model, I'm gonna put this in this video as well, should be following other AI models. So your entire For You and feed should just be full of AI content anyway. So make sure you just follow along with the trends, see whatever posts get over 2,000 likes, and then you can always model your future posts off of whatever good post you see. You come across a good post, a good picture, a good reel, whatever, just take that, make a variation of it for your own model, post it on, and your content should be good. Content for AI models is very, very simple. A lot of times it's just bikini pictures, just random thirst trap pictures and thirst trap reels. So they're very easy to come across, they're very easy to replicate, and they're easy to produce. The only real difference between most people is the quality of model and consistency is the key point here. A lot of people just do it and they're not consistent enough, they quit, and you know, their shit's fucked. Or their model is just like abominably trash and then they can't really do anything about it because it's just really that bad. Now, assuming you followed the previous examples and you're going and using the proper things that we showed earlier, you're not gonna come across this problem. It's really just gonna be consistency for you. So you keep doing that, you're gonna gain your traction, and then comes pay-per-view/fan view. So your fan view should be set up at this point. For NSFW, a lot of people don't really know what to do, and that's where a lot of people just, you know, get screwed. But lucky for us, we have Sugar Labs, we have really good NSFW content. And I'm gonna keep this very simple. As far as chatting goes, in the beginning, you need to do it yourself, especially since you don't have any money. And then eventually you can outsource everything. Now, time is money, and eventually when you do have the ability, outsourcing shit like chatting and different things that could just save you time in general to $2 per hour workers is always the best idea, always the best idea. So eventually chatters, they work on commission. So chatters is the best thing to get. Eventually, that's the first thing you want to get always. Just get a chatter, they work on commission, and it's really good because, you know, you don't actually have to sit there and talk to these dumb thirsty dudes. So that's the first thing. And then you can also figure out if you want to have somebody help schedule content or somebody to prepare content for you. And at some point, if you do make enough money to do it, just hire a developer and have him deal with the entire AI model process for you. That's another option. But you have the know-how, you know how to do it yourself. So you can also save that money if that's something if you don't need to do that, you're not lazy enough to do that, or you're not making enough money to go do that, just do it yourself, save that money, make it for yourself, and go do whatever the fuck you want with that money. Now, a quick little tip with NSFW, you don't need to go too crazy with it. You can make a gallery of 100 pictures, let's say, because generally you don't need that much NSFW, because every single client you have is like a really new client with a new set of eyes. So as long as you're not posting all of your NSFW on your feed, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, you should be posting like bikini pictures or half teasing pictures to get them to then want to buy stuff from you in chat. So that's what you're doing. You're not posting the full NSFW in chat regardless, unless it's like a paid picture, and then that's fine. So most people won't be able to see all of the NSFW picture and content that you have generally. So the real life girls do it like this anyway. They just have like a gallery of 50, 60, maybe 100 pictures, and then they just recycle those pictures between all their followers all the time forever. You don't really need to have more than 100. I think 100 is pushing it, so you can have exponentially less and still be okay. But I just have 100. I think 100 is a good spot, because then you have variety, you have different positions, you have different looks, different fits, and it's just really good. Different locations, it's just really good for variety, because then you can play around with it, and if anybody has like a request, then you can just pull it out of your inventory, and you have a very vast inventory, so it's very good, and it's gonna help your conversion. So yeah, that's how you're gonna go about it. Make sure everything is organized. You're gonna have a file on your computer for safe for work, for not safe for work, for Instagram content. Okay, when I say safe for work, I mean safe for work, fan view content, and then Instagram content should have its own folder. So we have Instagram content, which is the reels, carousels, pictures, everything should be in that folder. We have the fan view safe for work, that's what you're gonna be posting on feed, has its own folder in your PC. Not safe for work has its own folder in your PC. Put everything in a big folder and call it your model's name, whatever it may be. Fucking Sarah, that's your model's name. Just put that all there so everything's organized. And then every Thursday or Friday, whenever it is you're doing your content routes, your content runs, and you're sitting there and making everything, you can easily just import it, put it into your content file, transfer, and then use it as much as you want. That's how you go about doing it. Just make sure you're consistent with your model, and you will see results. Catch you guys in the next one.